What's up, Bama Insider Nation? Trey here for the 4th episode of our biggest storyline series. We highlight the 2 biggest questions around all of Alabama football's position groups, and today we're going to be talking about the offensive line. You guys know what to do. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and give us a super thanks as a personal way to show us your support for Alabama football. We appreciate everything you do for BamaInsider.com. As you guys may be familiar with now, we do 2 questions in our biggest storyline series, and the first one I'm going to be asking today about the offensive line: will Evan Neal be able to protect the blind side for Bryce Young? The second question I'm going to be asking today: who will fill the final opening at right tackle? Now, we do take on 2 questions in the video, but if there's one thing that's not a question, it is the athleticism of Evan Neal. This dude is a monster, but I'm sure you already knew that. He enters the 2021 season as a junior and was named to the freshman All-America team after his freshman season in 2019. Last season, he made 13 starts at right tackle after playing left guard in his freshman campaign, and for the past 2 seasons, he started and protected 2 very different kinds of quarterbacks, Tua Tagovailoa and Mac Jones. Also, in years past, he had some help from guys like Alex Leatherwood and Landon Dickerson. This season, things are going to look a little bit different, but the offense will be more similar to that of the offense in 2019 when he was a freshman All-American. Neal will be called on to protect the blind side, and I believe he will find success here because of a few things. The first, his insane build, as he's now listed at 6'7" and 360 pounds, that combined with his outrageous athleticism. Evan Neal, in all seriousness, may be the most athletic dude on the team. I mean, for his size, the dude's vertical is 22.7, which is above average for offensive linemen. I know you guys remember the box jump video a little while back. This is just pure athleticism. Look at this insane vertical, moving that weight quickly and spreading those legs, showing the athleticism all the way through.
I mean, like, to be that big and to move that fast, that speed is pretty impressive.
You know, I'm just a big athletic guy, you know what I mean?
I believe this season Evan Neal will be able to protect that blind side because of his reactionary instincts, his size, and his elite athleticism. The second question today: who will fill in the right tackle position? Now, I see Evan Neal playing left tackle this season, and it's looking like Emil Ekiyor will be starting for the Crimson Tide along with Chris Owens, and the guy I want to talk about here for right tackle, J.C. Latham, the freshman. Latham was the top-ranked offensive lineman in the class of 2020 and the highest-ranked SEC commit overall. He was a unanimous 5-star, and I believe this role will be perfect. He's another one of these guys that is highly athletic, has a lot of size but a lot of speed, and uses it well. He's going to have an unbelievable teacher in Evan Neal, and with Chris Owens and Emil Ekiyor right there with him, there is some experience along with the youth that I think J.C. Latham is going to bring this season. There's been a lot of hype building around him as he was the top prospect in all of the SEC for this class, but I think he's ready to live up to that hype. I think all signs point to him starting this season, and I think Alabama would be very happy with those results. It's going to be interesting to see how this season goes for Alabama's offensive line. It lost some big-time pieces from last season, but it will return veterans like Neal, Chris Owens, and like I said, getting those youngsters involved too, like J.C. Latham. This group has great potential this season and have had the chance to work with a new offensive line coach in Doug Marrone. Guys, remember, he's not even a year out of the NFL, the former Jaguars head coach. Now, he of course has teamed up with Bill O'Brien to be in charge of this offense, and I think they're both going to allow this group to have a lot of freedoms this season. Alabama's going to have a quarterback to start the 2021 season that knows how to avoid pressure and escape the pocket if it collapses. But Evan Neal and the rest of this offensive line is going to try to avoid those situations at all costs. Our next episode of the biggest storyline series, we'll be switching over to the defense, starting with the defensive line. But until then, you can go to BamaInsider.com and the rest of our YouTube page to check out all things Alabama Crimson Tide football. Guys, hit us with the super thanks to show your support. Hit the like button, and again, guys, subscribe to that channel if you haven't done so already. For BamaInsider.com, my name is Trey. This has been episode 4 of the 2 biggest storyline series.